Hey, hey, hey. What's going on, everybody? I'm back. I'm back for more. I'm not tired for the first time in a really long time. Man, my daughter, as per usual, has been absolutely kicking my ass, and I just have not been able to catch up. But man, I'm here. One of these days, I'll become a somewhat regular routine content creator again. But I'm here. I'm doing it, man. I need this to chill out. So yeah, there's a Grim Dawn patch. And if you have not played Grim Dawn, I highly recommend it. It's probably very cheap on Steam. Let's find out, actually. Let's find out how cheap it is on Steam. Hello! So for those of you who celebrate, I hope you had a great Thanksgiving. Hope it was full of family cheer and fun and delicious food and all of that stuff. Mine was, for sure. I smoked my turkey, and it was probably the best one that I've made ever, actually. Let's see. Grim Dawn, Forgotten Gods expansion. So it looks like it's, you know, what is this? But even if you just buy them all outright, it's 60 bucks-ish. Totally worth it. 100% worth it. This is a great game. And why this is remarkable that it got an expansion is that the devs had actually said that it's a dead game. Like, they're just like, yeah, we're not supporting it anymore. But they are. Since doing that, they've released 3 really large free content patches, and they're about to release an expansion, another expansion. There's 2 expansions so far. So, yeah, kinda cool. Kinda cool. This is, it's an action RPG, like, you know, most of the games I play, but it's very much more, like, exploration-based. And I think it's a lot more beginner-friendly than a lot of other similar games are. That said, there's still a ton of depth and maybe a little too much item variability, to be honest. These are the items. There's a lot of shit on there. It's a lot of text. But it does add to the you know, customizability of your characters. Yeah, Thanksgiving was good. It was very good. Smoked my turkey. It was awesome. It was small for us. It was basically just my parents, who live like a mile from me. So they came over, and you know, we didn't cook a whole lot of food because cooking sort of sucks when you have kids. So we kept it simple. And we live really close to this commercial district called the Plaza, if you've ever been to Kansas City or are familiar with that for some reason. And they have this big lighting ceremony. Let's see if we can find it. There's like a couple 100,000 people there usually. So here's pictures of it. So all these buildings have lights. It's like, you know, probably, I don't know, 9-ish square blocks, something like that. And they have, you know, bands and all sorts of stuff. Like, and usually local celebrities flip the switch that turns on all these lights, and this year was Tech9, who continues to be relevant for some reason. At least around here. But yeah, so they you know, have bands, and everybody's just kind of wandering around and, you know, digesting their food and stuff, and then all the lights come on, and they have this big fireworks show, and then everybody goes home. And we live just down this street. If you walk down that street about 8 blocks or so, we're right on there. So we walked there with my dad and I, and my son, who's 7. We walked down here and just kind of wandered around, looked at the lights, saw the sights, came home. Nice, wholesome family Thanksgiving. Oh, man. Sorry for the continued drinking. My house is so dry. One of the big drawbacks of living in an old place is dry house. um, but and as a consequence, I have like, you know, perpetual post-nasal drip, which is super great. It's my favorite, actually. So in any event, yeah, that was my weekend. I've still not finished my gaming table of dreams. I got it in. But man, it is hard to put together, and it's hard to find the time for too. It's my daughter's birthday is this weekend, and we've had people over for that. We had the holidays. I did manage to get like 2 friends over to help me do the heavy lifting and stuff, and you know, they helped out immensely. Oh, I've already learned that. Cool. So yeah, the body of the table is put together. In case you don't know what I'm talking about, let's see, what's a good way for me to demonstrate this? I know I've posted pictures of it in Discord, but I can't remember how far back they are. Let's see. See if I can find it. There we go. Here's pictures of the assembly. I forgot I posted those. So these are pieces of the leg. Each leg weighed like 80 pounds easily. So there's these 4x4s, all like bolted on with carriage bolts, bolted onto half-inch steel like cross on the inside. It's kind of ridiculous. Like this table could literally support my house. So that's the surface of it. Ooh, terrible. Yeah. And so you can see my friend standing next to it. This is a big table. It's very long. Let's see if we can at least... So this is what the frame of the table... This is what's assembled currently. So the gaming surface, and there's like a rail that goes around it with some LED lights in it to create kind of like a vaulted surface so your stuff doesn't fall off. And I need to put the surfaces of the drawers, and there's drawers on every side with like little trays in them and stuff. And then there's drink holders as well. There's cup holders that go in the sides. So yeah, it is a monster. I bet this thing weighs 800 pounds put together. It's crazy. It is absolutely insane. So we've gotten that mostly put together. I think I can solo the rest of it. There's nothing like super heavy or like really difficult or huge to put on. But we gotta christen that thing soon. There's another view of it. They sent me an instruction manual. It's like an illustrated instruction manual, very detailed, and on how to put it together. So that's kind of like looming over me, and as you can see, it's a little bit bigger than the space that I had planned for it. Like, I knew it was gonna be big, but it is huge. Hey, what's up, Matt? How are you doing, man? How was your holiday? Assuming you celebrate. Hopefully it was good. But yeah, I'm just recounting the tale of... Here's the insides of the table legs. Half-inch steel all the way around. Look at that shit. Literally house supports in the legs of a table. Table is coming together. Yeah, it is. We did all the assembly on Wednesday night. Yeah, but that's why I didn't stream, because we were doing that Wednesday. But I haven't really made any progress on it since then. I just haven't had time. So, I'm gonna try to do it tomorrow night, but we'll see. We'll see how that goes. My in-laws are coming in town, so I'll have a little extra support on the cleaning and stuff. Spent with the fam? Yeah, mine was good too. Mine was good. I had a very wholesome experience. You know, just wife, kids, and my parents who live really close to us. exciting holiday. It was an exciting holiday, honestly. We had a really good time. It was super busy and kind of stressful because of that, but it was good. And I was on call. I picked up a, so I'm an idiot. I do our schedule, and I put myself on call this weekend, which is my daughter's first birthday. So, fortunately, one of my partners needed, like, he's new, so he didn't understand that we do, like, oh, you have exciting news? What is your exciting news? I'll finish my story here, but I will address your exciting news in a second. But yeah, he didn't understand that when he's on for Thanksgiving, he's also on the following Saturday. So there's only like 2 people that get their holiday screwed up. So he's on like Thursday and then Saturday, and then there's another person who's on Friday, Sunday. So he just didn't know that and booked a trip where he like flew out on Friday. And so he was like, dude, I need somebody to cover this Saturday. And I was like, sold. If you can cover the next Saturday, we can cover each other's dumbassery. And so we switched. So I was on call on Saturday, but it was a nice call. It was pretty chill overall. So can't complain. But so it worked out. Yeah, it totally worked out. So what's your news? What happened? Ah, Matt Dazzlab, what's up, man? Long time no see. How's AA school treating you, dude? Hopefully that decision has worked out well for you. I'm looking forward to hearing how it goes. And how was your Thanksgiving, also? It's a good time. I'm just trying to catch up with everybody because I've been streaming so infrequently recently. It's rough. It's rough to get any sort of like continuity with people's lives. This is like pretty much my primary social outlet other than going to work, which is sort of sad, but you're getting on next year's anesthesia management recommendation for PAP whole lung lavage? Oh, that's awesome. Hilarious. You have exciting news too? Oh boy. There's so many Matts in chat right now. It's a Matt stravaganza. Knee slap. Second author? Oh, that's actually pretty cool, man. That's a good deal. That will look quite good. Team Matt, nice. Congrats, other Matt. Solidarity in name, right? Okay, I need to run this way. As I get chunked by the ether. Let's get out of it. Can I go this way? Yeah, you're tearing it up, man. Second author is pretty good. Hopefully they stick to that and don't decide to just like hose you for some reason. My impression of academic, you know, academic medicine practitioners is not real high for the most part, so it seems like research is very very easy place to make false promises and like screw people over. Oh my god, oh my god. What did I get trapped against something? I was trying to run away. Alright, well that didn't work out very well, did it? Such a spaz. Tending doesn't need it. And the lead brought on your mentor. He doesn't want to write his portion. Okay. Well, that's cool. That sounds like anesthesia, dude. Like somebody's just on there and he's like, yeah, whatever. Go ahead and write it. That's awesome. Good deal. This sort of sucks. I don't really want to do it. Sounds like the team you want to be on. Kind of like laid back people just chilling instead of the hardcore like cutthroat academicians. Ouch. I have very poor ether resist. What is it, 31? Yeah, not so good. Through Cleveland Clinic? Nice. Got some name power on it, too. Why not, dude? Why not? Clear the crystals. Your whole resume is running on this. I mean, that's, you know, you could do worse. You could do much worse. Run through that shit. Oh my god. Hope these guys drop me some stuff that has ether resistance on it. Yeah, I'm so glad that I, like, kind of got through med school in a period of time where you know, research was obviously a good idea, but it wasn't, like, required. Now it seems like it's basically required if you want to do anything other than, you know, primary care. That sucks. I've voiced my opinion on requiring research for residency many times, but suffice it to say that I think it's fucking stupid that that's a requirement. A huge waste of people's time. Reading on one lung ventilation. I think single lung ventilation is actually really interesting. Like thoracic cases and stuff where you know, put dual lumen tubes in and all that. I think that's really cool. Like, thoracic anesthesia is where you really, like, test the limits of what people can tolerate in terms of, like, respiratory compromise. Because there are so many people who are just really, really sick, and you put them on single lung ventilation, so you take away, like, half of their, you know, lung capacity, basically, and then you run them at a oxygen saturation of, like, you know, 79% for 3 hours or something. It's crazy. Very sphincter clenching. Alright, well, as soon as I get out of this, yeah, they have diseased lungs already. Yeah, exactly. Or, like, totally occluded lungs, essentially, because they just have, like, massive pulmonary edema. I mean, I guess not really pulmonary edema, but, fluid-filled lungs. Let's see here. Oh, come on. So I'm trying to ban this guy, and there's a, like, there's like a pop-up that comes up right over the ban button. So you have to, like, move the window that pops up. What a pain in the ass. Oh well. If only I was a huge streamer with moderators to handle those sorts of things. One day I will be famous for playing video games. I can do it if you mod me. That's true. Well, stick around long enough and that may just happen. But I have to actually stream to need moderators. And that has not been much of a problem for me over the past year. Unfortunately. Let's see here. Can I get up there this way? No. I cannot. Alright, let's kill that shit and get out of here. And then try again. Yeah, no, I do definitely. Oh shit, I just killed myself. That was terrible. Oh, I actually didn't know that. I do not know very many of the like actual commands for this for Twitch, because frankly I just don't care. I haven't that hasn't been useful information for me ever, so maybe I should learn. One of these days. I mean, for a long time there, I was pretty regularly on every Saturday and Sunday and Wednesday, but babies be taking their toll on my free time and my energy to do this, for sure. Wait, I don't want to go that way. That's how you get to Port Valbury. I am not prepared for that yet. You're an associate and on your way to partner? Then your setup was lost in a fire? Dude. Terrible. That's real shitty. Yeah, I've just never, like, really, you know, had the motivation to be serious about it. I made a fair few YouTube videos, you know, on, like, game guides and stuff. And some about medicine and whatnot. But all of it's pretty half-assed, to be honest. and will continue to be. It's all basically just gonna be, like, one takes, me, you know, talking about shit, and then upload, go. Like, if you want to hear what I have to say, great. Then it'll be entertaining. It'll be interesting. But if you're looking for, you know, a high production value experience, nah. not me, man. 18 single, what else were you gonna do? Dude, I wish I knew about streaming when I was 18. That would have been amazing. Like, my senior year of med school, I mean, I wasn't 18, obviously, but that was 2012? Yeah, 2012. Like, if I had started streaming then, I had nothing but free time. And that's, like, kind of the beginning of, you know, when everybody got famous. I totally could have broken into that. And just, like, been famous by virtue of, you know, having zero competition. Yeah, that's kind of what Zizarin did, right? He was just, like, just totally freaking no-lifed it and gathered an audience because he was literally always on. Which, I mean, good for him, dude. Like, that's how you do it. Herald of the Flame, oh my god, Herald of the Flame's gonna kick my ass. Woo! Oh man, ouch. How do we get past that situation? Following at 5,000 on TikTok? That's pretty good. That's quite a few people. You could stream TikTok Live. Apparently TikTok Live is, like, really easy to get viewers on. So you can funnel them pretty effectively. Got offered your dream job? Oh, cool, man. Good job. Where is your dream job, dare I ask? And I don't mean, like, tell me which hospital it is at. I just am curious, like, what location. If you don't mind sharing with the crowd. But you are certainly welcome, and I'm happy to have helped however I could. Yeah, anesthesia assistant is a really awesome career that most people don't even know about, honestly. Colorado Springs, very cool. I actually know a fair few people up there. Honestly. That's sort of a weird small world. If you meet a girl named Jen or a guy named Robbie, say hi to him for me. Very cool people, both of them. Posted infrequently on TikTok Live. Yeah, well, I mean, realism has a market. Definitely has a market. Oh, gotta go down here and get across this. There we are. Jin, Win was her second name. You stopped because a chick was stalking you? Because of racist comments, of course. Leave it to med students to, like, compete over TikTok. You only got in with the 3-3 because you're a minority. Yep, that must be it. Damn it. I guess the eating of our own starts early, huh? fuck? Oh, I forgot to open my portal. Wow, those guys are just eating me alive. Wow. Do I keep bashing my head against this? I think I kind of have to, right? Maybe not. Very Afro-presenting. It's an awesome way of putting it. Let's see. Explicitly listed in demographics as white. Does that confuse anybody? Has anybody ever, like, asked you about that? Cockroach Princess, what's up? It's the nicer way of saying I'm black. Yeah, I gathered that. I picked up on that one. I am rather slow, but... Hey, attack. There we go. Oh, those little bastards hurt, man. Little wisps. Kicking my ass. Woo! Yeah, this is Port Valbury, right? Yeah, I am not prepared for Port Valbury in any capacity. Got an annualized exam? Congratulations, man. I don't believe I ever got an A overall. I'm not sure about that. But I don't think I did. I do remember one test, my favorite test in retrospect was a test where I was like, I think I got like a high B or something. Like, you knew your percentage overall, but didn't know like the breakdown. So we had, you know, multiple, like we had like a systems-based approach. So you got tested over all of the systems at once and like all of your classes. So you knew your percentage overall, correct. But you did not know your breakdown for each individual class. And we had a test that was like heavily microbiology. And I took the test and was, you know, I got like an 88 or something, whatever it was. And I was like, oh, cool. And like went through a couple of the sections and was like, oh, I didn't miss any on this. Oh, I didn't miss any on this either. Oh, I didn't miss any on this one either. So I got like I aced a couple of them, but then I was like, where did I miss my points? And just coincidentally, the last section I checked was microbiology, and I got like a 60% in micro or something. Some ridiculous score. Like, you know, missed like 3 questions on the rest of the test, and then microbiology just kicked my ass. Complained on TikTok about misclassifying Middle Eastern people. Okay. And I'm sure there were plenty of people telling you that you had no idea what you're talking about, right? Like, clearly you don't know what you're saying. You're black.
I can't do that yet.
Ooh. God damn. God damn. Those things have range on them and they hurt. Woo. My goodness. I'm not sure how to kill that thing. Put a simple ban from the boonies. Neglect some lectures, thought they were low yield, and then just bomb the lecture questions. Yeah. I'm not really sure what happened to me on that one. I think I got caught, basically got caught by buzzwords, for lack of a better way of describing it. I just didn't like pay enough attention to those, and all that stuff just smacked me upside the face real hard. How am I gonna fight that thing? Player grave, cold as ice. Failed 3 of 7 micro exams. I did not like microbiology. Mostly because it is all buzzwords, and like so little of it is very useful. Oh, I just spilled a bunch of water on myself. That's cool. Alright. I see how it is, mouth. I see how it is. Ether crystal. Let's see. Can I use those somehow? $74 milligrams of Ritalin, nice. Oh yeah, when you realize, like, yeah, in game time when you just like fucked it up, it's a very sobering feeling. I do not much care for that one. Been there before. So now imagine taking an oral board exam, where that's like, you do that in real time, right? Like somebody's just grilling your ass and you're like, oh, that response was stupid, and then they just like run with it. So they're like, oh, you said this thing that's really stupid? Okay, well now we're gonna ask you a bunch of questions about that and lead you down this like terrible path that you cannot recover from. That's what the anesthesia oral boards is like. It's super fun. Oh, don't want to go that way. Yeah, I don't know how I'm gonna beat this dude to progress through the game. Well, so I don't know what the pass-fail criteria are, quite frankly. It's not like questions. So what they do is they give you a scenario, and they say like, so everybody you sit down in this room. So anesthesia has this like office building in Raleigh, North Carolina. The ASA or ABA, American Board of Anesthesiologists, has they have an office building, and so you go into this like one particular floor, and everybody sits down. They distribute this sheet that says, you know, you have this patient, he's having this surgery. You know, here's some like vitals and basic information about him. And then you just go in a room. There's two anesthesiologists there that just pimp the living shit out of you. They just ask you every single possible thing, and like you know that your patient is gonna go down the shitter like immediately. That you know that like you will, he's gonna try to die in every conceivable way. So like you have to tell them how you would handle all of those problems that arise, and it's not fun. So you do that, and it's 40 or 35 minutes, I think. And so if you know, make it through the scenario, they start asking you what's called grab bag questions, which is either like little short scenarios or just like, you know, straight up like, what's this? You know, just like one-off questions. And I do not know what the pass-fail criteria are, or if there even are, if it's like subjective to some degree. So I can't really answer that. How long are boards, and do they tell you what you get wrong? No, they do not. And the oral boards are two 35-minute sessions. And I know 35 minutes does not sound like a lot, but let me assure you, it is plenty long. It is not fun. That is a long time for people to just like grill you, and you've got to like, you have to sort of like minimum passing is like you have to make it through this scenario. So you do have kind of, you gotta move, you know, you gotta answer stuff and make sense. And it is not a good time. One of my good friends actually failed boards, and I felt terrible for him.
Can't do that yet.
Oh my god. So much ground effect, D-Chin. Jesus, please die. You guys die too. Yep. Okay, so why was he killing me so fast before? I'm not really sure what the problem was here. Oh, it's a different thing. That's why. Ha ha ha. Oops. Got it. If you failed boards, does it affect your hireability? So kind of is the answer. Oh shit. So if you, to my knowledge, there's not a limit on how many times you can take oral boards. It's just very expensive to like keep, you know, keep trying. Wouldn't recommend that. Some contracts have like, you know, you're hired for this long with the stipulation that you are board certified by the end of this term, and if you're not, then we can revoke your contract. So that can definitely affect your employability. Usually it doesn't. Like, as long as you're board eligible, like you haven't done anything to piss the board off and make them, you know, say you cannot be board certified, then you're fine. Most of the time. You take boards without being an MD? I don't think so. Because you have to have completed anesthesia residency to qualify. English as fourth language speakers. That's awesome. Contrasted to America, where all of us only speak English, basically. So you don't really have an anesthesia license per se. You have a medical license, and then the hospital or wherever you work credentials you to do certain things. Like, you get privileges to do whatever, you know, whatever you're gonna do. So like, they're not gonna give me privileges to do cardiothoracic surgery because that'd be fucking stupid because I have no idea what I'm doing, right? But legally speaking, I'm allowed to do that if somebody would give me credentials for it. As insane as that sounds. Alright, I'm gonna stop being a dumbass and actually open a portal over here. There's that.
Can't do that yet.
Why am I so slow? Oh god. Oh god.
Skill's not ready.
Run! Run. Yeah, try to get him to follow me. Is he mobile? I don't even know. Just kind of shits dudes out while I stand here and eat ether damage. Cool. Or aether damage, ether, whatever. Words. Your uncle failed the anesthesia boards 3 times. Yeah, they suck, dude. They are not fun. Would not recommend doing them. And now there's actually 4 board exams. So anesthesia has 2 written exams, and then the oral boards, and then like an OSCE. So it's kind of hardcore now. So I was the first class that had 3 exams. I was the first one where they split the written exam into 2. And then the year after me had to do the, like, standardized patient thing, which I think is a huge waste of time. It's kind of an obvious cash grab if you ask anybody in the industry. You know, they're like, oh, this is ridiculous. These tests are super expensive and, like, are, you know, basically constructed using existing question banks. So it costs the ABA 0 to do it. And they're just like, yeah, you know what, you're going to pay us an extra, like, $1,000 per test just because we say so. Ow. Okay, run away, run the fuck away. Your dad was an orthopedic surgeon and switched to anesthesia? Yeah, fair enough. It's interesting how people do that, like, coming from overseas. Like, I know a guy who was a anesthesiologist in India and came and did his plastic surgery residency, and then did a craniofacial fellowship because he hates himself and never ever wanted to practice medicine. Super nice, super smart guy, though. Really cool dude. Also very easy to work with, because he was just like, yeah, whatever, just do what you need to do. And he would tell us all the information that we needed to, like, not kill his patients, you know? Oh man, I almost died again. Wow, this is a really hard fight without a bunch of ether resist. Jesus. Also sort of looks like I need more active healing too. Oh no! Wow. Started surgery residency in Alabama. Well, yeah, I mean, he should, right? He should embarrass everybody because he's like, you know, he's a surgeon. He should look really good compared to all of the other interns, right? That would be super awkward and probably very frustrating, I feel like. Ah, shit. Wasn't paying attention, I was reading chat. And this is why I don't play hardcore, folks. But yeah, that would be really difficult to, you know, like, already have finished your training in a specialty and then just be like everyone's bitch again, right? That would be so frustrating. Motherfucker. There we go. Nailed it. It only took me like 15 freaking deaths. So good at this game. Oh, gotta get my corpse.
Can't do that yet.
There we go. Let's get the shrine. Start. Dr. Matt is better than you. That's awesome. I mean, but again, he should be, right? That shouldn't be, like, offensive to anybody. Like, yeah, of course he's better. He's been practicing for 10 years. I want the fancy chest. Dreadnought foot pads. Alright. Sounds pretty cool. What's this? Oh, I have to get these cannons, huh? Let's see. Alright, back I go. It is a fun story, right? It's, yeah, I don't know how you get around that, honestly. Like, because you want to make sure that everybody's education is standardized and you don't just, like, invite people from other countries over who, you know, maybe they've been practicing medicine, but they might be total quacks, right? I don't know how you avoid retraining people in residency, but it does seem just kind of freaking ridiculous to make somebody who's, like, actually a competent surgeon or, you know, clinician of whatever kind do residency again. Sounds terrible. Oh, he has an MD? Oh. Yeah, well, that sucks. He had to do his entire residency because he didn't have a psych rotation? What? What the fuck? That is a terrible reason, I agree. sec rotation sounds like it would contribute exactly 0 to your actual practice, so awesome. Blessed Torch. Ring of Everlasting Flame. That sounds pretty cool. Mean to foreign grads back in the day? Yeah, I mean, I think they still kind of are, to be honest. Don't want that. Don't want that. Nope. Nope. That's pretty good. I don't know if I'm ever going to be making a Inquisitor, though. Again, that is. Belly res, bleeding res. Yeah, my ether resistances. That really was not doing me any favors. Total lack thereof, I guess. Pierce res, chaos res, Ellie res. Well, that seems like a good option. Which one has more? So that's probably what I want. Practicing OB-GYN in the Philippines and now has to apply to residency? Oh, ouch. Is she gonna do OB again? Man, OB residency, dude. You can have that shit. That sounds terrible. Like, I don't really care for OB as a specialty anyway. But like, redoing a residency just sounds absolutely atrocious. Pierce. Okay, so mine's better. Mine is better. Stuff over here? I sure do. Sell. Interesting. What do I need? Level 39 for that? Okay. We'll leave that there. Still back in the Philippines helping out family. Okay. Zolhan's Battle Plate. Pearson Ether Resist. I should probably hang on to that. That looks like a fairly good upgrade for me. Avoid projectiles, some resistances that I need desperately, but I have to get rid of Chaos Res for it, though. It's not my favorite. Oh well. I think I'll probably still end up using that. What did I make for Turkey Day? I made turkey. So I smoked a turkey. It was delicious. Probably the best one I've ever made, honestly. It was really good. I did that, and my wife made mashed potatoes. The other, like, we did stuffing and green beans from Whole Foods, actually. We bought some of the prepared food from Whole Foods, and it was really good. Like, we doctored the stuffing a little bit and kind of seasoned the green beans a little more. But otherwise, just kind of plug and play, because we didn't want to mess with, you know, cooking stuff. We just have so much crap to do these days. But yeah, it was really good. Highly recommend that. If you ever in a position where, you know, you just don't want to cook, the Whole Foods is really good. Kind of expensive, though. Which is sort of surprising. Fire, ether, burn. Yeah. Runeforge chest guard. Yeah. I don't want it. I don't wanna. Yeah, I don't think I need that either. You had 0 turkey, prefer chicken? Yeah, so I think turkey is kind of a mediocre meat. There's no doubt about it. But it's tradition, and damn it, we're gonna have some turkey. But yeah, the turkey I made was super juicy, really good. I didn't dry it out. Cooked it perfectly, in my opinion. I stuffed the skin with bacon, actually, to keep it moist. It's kind of a nice trick, because, like, as the bacon renders, you know, the skin, it's in the smoker, so the skin gets, like, rubbery and disgusting, so that's a lost cause. It's not like frying it or roasting it, where you can get, like, a nice crispy skin that's really good. No, smoking is trash for that. So, yeah, I mean, that's a lost cause. So basically, the skin is just like an insulator. So I just put a whole pack of bacon in this turkey. Yeah, it gets super dry, right? Super dry. And it's very easy to fuck it up. But yeah, I just put a bunch of bacon in it, kind of coated the outside with some olive oil, and threw it on the smoker. I smoked it for about 6-ish hours. It was a 13-pound, or like 13.5-pound turkey. So smoked it for like a little over 6 hours. Is that right? Yeah, a little over 6 hours. And took it off, let it rest for like 2 hours. And it was awesome. It was really good. Roasted a lamb, that sounds way better than turkey. I do love me a roasted lamb. Do you have like a big spit or something for it? Because that would be awesome. Or did you just do it in the oven? Like a rack of lamb or something? Lamb tastes funny to you? Good lamb does not. Good lamb is not gamey. I mean, I guess it's like, there's a hint of game, but it's... Yeah, good, like, quality lamb is delicious. Super, super good. Oh. What is that? All damage, LE damage. Huh. Damn, my amulet is good. I'm gonna keep that. Okay. Dreadnought footpads. Yeah, as nice as those are, I think I kind of need the resistance, honestly. %2 physical resistance is kind of cool, though. Maybe I'll keep those over there. Who's a big-ass lamb? Your uncles have a farm. Hey, cool. Farms are the best place for meat cooking, man. Alright, let's get over here. Hey, I broke myself on your big-ass conflagration guy. Actually, I went out there. The cannons are secured. Got my ass kicked, but here's your cannons. You're welcome. Can I leave yet, please? The ethereal threat to the west still looms over us. Oh, okay. Maybe I didn't have to go to the conflagration yet. Fuck. For some reason, I always screw this part up. I don't know why it's so difficult for me to, like, figure this out. Anyway. You eat the Persian stuff and it does taste gamey? Interesting. Okay. So I guess it makes sense that lambs from different regions taste different. Huh. I mean, they have different diets and whatnot, right? Infested farms. Let's go this way. Or this way. One thing that I really enjoy that a lot of people say tastes funny is goat. Like, I've heard people list that as like a bizarre, you know, food kind of thing. I'm like, dude, goat is delicious. People who don't know what they're doing don't know how to cover it. Oh yeah, I mean that's. I feel like that's kind of the case for a lot of meat dishes. Goat, lamb, same thing. Yeah, pretty much. Very, very similar treatment necessary to make them taste good. Die. There we go. Rift torn greaves. Ooh, ether resistance on boots. I'm gonna have to switch to that. I don't get any damage bonus from this though, and it's less armor. Have to think about that. We'll have to think about it. What was disappointing to you? Veal? Really? What was disappointing about veal to you? So, okay, so I will say that I actually kind of do prefer a steak. I feel like there's more flavor to a steak, but I do like veal. You can taste the cruelty in it, which is really great. Their eyes creep you out. They have pot bellies. Yeah, goats do have weird-ass eyes. They also scream at you. What you guys want? Alright, that didn't do me any good. Where is the ethereal threat of which you speak? Sir? Probably up here, where all the burning green shit is. That would be my guess. Impregnate cows so they produce milk and you take their babies away to turn them into veal? Yes. Yeah, veal, that's one of those, like, don't go to the sausage factory things. Like, just don't ask questions. Yeah, all the like agribusiness stuff is just like mortifying. It's so sad. Like the foie gras geese that just get force-fed until their, you know, liver goes into like massive like fatty failure. And the shit lagoons that all of the, you know, like animal waste just gets like dumped into. It's so messed up, man. Like, if you don't know what I'm talking about, there literally are giant rubber-lined pits. Like, they just dig huge holes in the ground, line them with rubber, and dump all the animal crap into them. And they're a huge, like, toxic waste hazard, basically, because they're just there. And nothing ever degrades because they're just adding stuff to it constantly, and they're, you know, a bunch of toxic gases and all sorts of stuff going on with those. I was first informed of those in North Carolina because of all the, you know, hog farming and stuff that goes on out there. And I was like, wow, that's really horrifying thought. There's like literal lakes of shit that they just dump all of this pig waste into. I don't know what you do about that, honestly. Like, I don't know how you get rid of that. Neither does anybody else, or they would do it. Like, one of the things, I think I've talked about this before, one of the things that they worked on at Carolina while I was there was ways to biodegrade various, like, wastes. So, you know, they're, like, breeding these crazy-ass bacteria that will, you know, basically digest whatever they put it into. One of the things that they were doing is growing bacteria that will digest, like, most plastics. And they had an experiment. I knew a guy who was involved in this. They had, like, a test site where they got this landfill to agree to let them introduce their bacteria into this landfill. And the ventilation wasn't enough, and, like, the landfill basically exploded. They made too much gas, and the landfill just like bubbled up and like belched a bunch of gas out. So they had to like repair the landfill. which apparently is a thing. I guess landfills are kind of like underground landfills are like carefully constructed and layered, you know, so that they like vent properly and biodegrade as efficiently as possible. But yeah, I bet the landfill smelled great. Yeah, but it's kind of cool though. You know, maybe you can degrade plastics in like a couple years instead of a million years or whatever it is, like naturally. And honestly, I kind of feel like they just slap a million years on that because they're like, yeah, we don't really know how long this is gonna take. Where are the ethereals? I just want to kill some ethereals, guys. The ethereal farm. Get to the gruesome harvest. Okay, gruesome harvest I go. I feel like I thought I already did this. Had more tender regular steak. Yeah, I mean, I agree. So I guess I see what you're saying. I think veal's really good, but yeah, a properly cooked like fillet or something, like I think has more flavor and is just as tender. But again, it does come with less cruelty, so take your pick. You know, there's ups and downs to both. Where's the gruesome harvest? I do not know. Oh, I haven't done my level up yet. Whoops. Too busy getting killed by frickin' ethereals, I guess. Maybe I was supposed to go this way, huh? Rotting croplands. Is it up there? No. Alright, I'm just gonna keep running around like a fool. That's how I roll. Yeah, and honestly, like, I can cook pretty well, and ordering a steak of any kind is a very rare occasion for me. Because I can make a, you know, $80 steak on my own. Just with, you know, with a skillet and stovetop. So it takes a fair bit of convincing in a very nice restaurant for that to ever happen. Turtle shell, right? Rank 11. Cool. Cool, and the gang. Oh, and I have that devotion point too. Man, I've been deficient in my Grim Dawn skill point assessment here. Okay. Let's go down this way. Otherwise, don't order steak at restaurants. Yeah, I don't blame you. Okay. Guess I need to go up that way. Confusing. Ooh, lots of baddies. Hi, guys. Spinny blades, yay! And my amulet that gives me, like, decreased cooldown on that Ring of Blades ability is really cool. It's like a 3-second cooldown, and I have, like, 1 less second on it, so... That increases the efficiency of the skill by a lot. Alright, so let's use those skill points somehow. There's 1. Sure, we'll do that. 3. Sweet. Try to avoid red meat. Oh yeah, chow fun is delicious. Agreed. I've never made it though. I just eat it. I buy it frequently. There's actually a pretty good, sort of like Americanese, you know, like American Chinese restaurant nearby my hospital, and I'll order food from there pretty frequently. You can tell that they're trying to Americanize their food, but they don't like necessarily really know what that looks like.
That skill's not ready.
And it's probably one of those places that, like, if you walk in there and, you know, you're Chinese, they will serve you an authentic Chinese meal, but their actual menu, because they're in a land where people are white and more white, is just like, you know, typical, you know, General Tso's chicken and all that kind of shit. But they do it really well. Clear the cave-in. What's in here? My goodness. Taught yourself a lot of Asian cuisine because it's dairy-free. Interesting. Seasoned your own wok. Very interesting. I would like to do that. A little girl all by herself in here. Where are you from, Callista? I'll get you home. Alright. I just sent Callista home. Cool. What else is in here? Not much, I guess. Need a gas stove and a well-ventilated kitchen. So I have the gas stove. I do not have a well-ventilated kitchen, unfortunately. That is a glaring omission from my house. Is a like reasonable vent on my stove. That sort of sucks. Oh God. Bolognath, the hellfire. Is this little girl that I just let go? Just like slaughtered this whole family. Whoops. I suppose it was a mistake to riftgate you out of here and dynamite the open woods. Just like, oh, hey demon. Why don't you just go kill some people, please? They seem to have worked really hard to seal you in this cave, but you can get out. It's fine. And now I have to kill you. Cool. What do you give me? Plague Bearer's Raider War Mace of Celerity. Hey, cool. Something that I don't need. Okay, so where the hell do I go? I guess over here? I have to kind of like go up here and wind around, maybe. Gotcha. Keep windows wide open and a box fan might work. Yeah, so if I were... so I actually made, or tried to make bacon yesterday morning, but like, I just have so much shit that I have to do in the mornings to like, you know, help out, basically. Lots of things to keep track of, and I basically just burned the bacon. And so at, you know, just after 6 in the morning, all of our smoke alarms were just exploding. And that's not real fun with little kids. Fortunately, they were both, or well, my son wasn't up, but he usually gets up, you know, not long after that. My daughter was up. So I didn't, like, totally ruin everything, but if I'm gonna season a walk, that's not gonna go well. If I'm not the only person here, because those alarms will go off in a freaking heartbeat. Ah, here's the gruesome harvest. Sounds like a cheery place to be. Alright, ethereal amalgamation. Your ass is grass. Blocks are similar to cast iron, but they're... Oh, they're lighter because you... Yeah, keep it moving, yeah, for sure. I think, like, woks sound like they're actually really hard to cook in. Like, if you actually have a proper wok burner, because they have that, like, crazy-ass, like, jet burner thing. Where your food just gets massively hot immediately. Yeah, even if I had a nice seasoned wok, I wouldn't really have the equipment to, you know, make that true wok experience happen. I do have a nice stove, but it doesn't have that feature on it, unfortunately. Tough to get used to, and once food goes in, you can't stop cooking. Yeah, for sure. Great for medicine lifestyle. Yeah, dude, my lifestyle is definitely very fast-paced for sure. Like everything is about work getting done efficiently, which I would sort of like to break away from, honestly. Like, I love efficiency, but I would like that efficiency to like lead somewhere other than just being able to get my normal daily life accomplished. I'm like, ah, yeah, I finished all my work at 8:30 p.m. This is great. Now I'm gonna go to sleep. Cool. Yeah, I mean, we've got a pretty potent gas stove, so... Oh, here we go. This is what's up. Hate that crystal. Ow. You, sir, need to stop doing bad things to me. Alright. Definitely want to open a portal, because I do not want to run back here. Jesus. Literally cook anything in your wok. You make burritos in your wok? How do you make burritos in a wok? How does that even happen? Ooh, this guy's big. He is angry. Oh, ouch. Okay, note to self, don't eat that again. When I see that coming, I have to dodge. I'm trying to make this build like as tanky as possible, because it's melee, and if I run around, I don't DPS. I do 0 damage if I'm not sitting here like face tanking shit. I'm pretty good at it, most of the time, despite my not great resistances. Words are hard tonight. It does happen. Happens to the best of us. Woo! The amalgamation. Alright. I bet you were hiding a real pretty treasure chest in here. Well, a somewhat pretty treasure chest, I guess. Good enough. Back I go. I guess the homestead. Make the filling in the wok and then sear it closed. Oh, yeah, okay. Well, that makes sense.
There was much commotion reported in the area around the gruesome harvest. I trust you have good news.
The abomination is destroyed.
The Legion thanks you for your service to the... My scouts have reported back from the lands to...
Hey, Bing Bong, what's up, dude? Game table is coming along. Did you see the pictures I posted?
Is on our doorstep.
Here, I'll show you in a second.
Worse still, they've been capturing farmers, travelers, even my own soldiers, and using them for their blood rituals.
The voice acting for this game is surprisingly good and copious.
I need you to venture out beyond Sorrow's Bastion to the north and search their camps.
Genuine walk for 35 from Sur La Table? Really? I will rescue those prisoners. Oh, damn it. Yeah, here's all the components, man. So this is what it looks like currently. I haven't quite finished it just yet, but it's mostly it's mostly the like outward appearance stuff that goes on. Like the gaming surface is gonna go on here, and then there's like a rail that goes around with some lighting and stuff in it. Those will go on, and then I have to put the surfaces for the drawers. Like you can see the drawer carriages in there. Have to pull those out, like the slides for the drawer. It took a lot of work. It took 3 of us to get the like main body of the table assembled. This thing is over-engineered like a motherfucker, man. It is crazy. We worked on it for about 2 hours, a little more than 2 hours, I guess, on Wednesday night, and I just really haven't had a chance to get to it. I thought about doing it again tonight, but I wanted to stream instead. So, how heavy is it? I bet you assembled that it weighs 700 or 800 pounds. Like each one of these legs. So these legs are flanked by these 4x4s. The 4x4s are not super heavy by themselves. They're, I think, maple. But this is 1/2-inch steel. So each leg is 80 pounds, probably. Local in KC? No, it's, the dude's out of Wisconsin. Just outside of Green Bay, actually. But yeah, solid for what I paid for sure. It's really not a bad deal. Like, well, here. Let's do a little exercise. So this I'm actually gonna make a YouTube video about this hopefully soon, but this all came about because I got pitched a Facebook ad, a targeted Facebook ad, and I was like, I had no idea that custom game tables were a thing. And so the reason that I had to get away from these sites is that nowhere did a table that was wide enough for, or the correct dimensions for Warhammer. $28 from Home Depot, really? For a walk? A real walk? Probably a really shitty walk, but still. So let's see, I'm gonna try, I can't remember which. I think this was a custom table builder, board game tables. Yeah, this is the one. So, this is, the prices on this were fairly representative, as I recall. So the playing area, we want it to be 5 feet. Because it's, so the Warhammer surface is 44 by 60 inches. So it's got to be 4 feet wide, right? So it's kind of this almost square. Archipora with 3 expansions, sure. Carbon steel walk. Man, maybe I'm missing out on this walk thing. Yeah, so here, you can see 48 by 60 playing area, just with the basics, is $2,600. And they use kind of shitty materials, right? So mine's 4 legs. I believe it's 36 inches. As a cover, that is 2 pieces. Holders and drawers. It has, let's see, save that. 2 slide outs. Slide out double wide. Yeah, I think mine only has 4. Only has 4 cup holders. So left and right drawers 1. Top bottom drawers 1. I don't know, we'll say 2 for the top bottom drawers because it actually, like, this whole side is a drawer. It's like a pull-out table, basically. Phone charger. It has phone chargers in all 4 corners. Wing shelves. I guess it doesn't have that. You did your 5th central line. Oh, cool. What rotation are you on? Are you in the ICU? You reported the spam comment and got an email from Twitch saying they banned the account. Nice. Nice. ED ultrasound. Interesting. That's a really good rotation for you to have. That's very interesting. Cool. Standalone card holders do not have that. Do not have these. No plexiglass. Do have LED lights. Wood stained color. It's let's see. Specialty. True black. Speed cloth black. Review without saving. Let's see. Yeah, so that's $7,300. So you kind of get like a shittier product for basically the same price that I paid. And that's consistent across, you know, all of the places that I looked. ED does seem cool. I thought about doing emergency, but man, the burnout's so high and you have to deal with so much bullshit. There's so much psych and like, you know, people just showing up for stupid nonsense that you have to get rid of. That would be very frustrating to me. Like, I mean, don't get me wrong, you deal with a fair amount of bullshit and anesthesia as well, but at least, you know, it's just like frustrating stuff. It's not like your problem necessarily. It's just you gotta have to like deal with surgeons and all that sort of stuff. What was the last song that played? It was Pixel Lounge on Stream Beats. Stream Beats has released some new content. It's definitely quite a bit better than it used to be. And they also have this sort of like streaming thing now, which is much better than having to pick a genre and just let it play through. Talking to your dad about anesthesia. They can't tell me no. I know it's true. Like, compliance isn't an issue, which is so nice. I know that's kind of a messed up thing to say, but like, it is really, really nice to just be like, hey, there's a problem here. I'm just gonna fix it. And not have to worry about the patient, you know, saying anything. Like, they consent up front, so you just kind of do your thing and do what's best for them and move on. What else can I do to help out? High blood pressure, I'll fix it. Yeah, absolutely. So one of the most satisfying things to fix, in my opinion, is
the person I'm looking for. The others may disagree with me on this, but there's
something I need you to do. Is diabetic ketoacidosis. Is that something that takes the internal? I think I'm sure I've said this before because it's like my favorite thing to do. But that takes an internal medicine team a couple days to fix. You can fix that in the OR in like an hour. Yeah, agree about definitely doing anesthesia. I'm hung up on this ED ultrasound rotation that you're doing, dude. That sounds really cool. Like, a very useful addition to intern year.
There are other groups of survivors in the region that we are aware of, but Solar and Creed do not consider them to be of strategic value. Frankly, I disagree.
Like, ultrasound skills will carry you really far, especially for blocks and central lines and stuff like that. I was turned to the dark side, the sleepy side, or the friendly, happy side.
And speak to us. There is some obvious animosity between the two, but perhaps we can leverage that against them. I would like you to be our representative. Speak to
Sweet.
both of them. Learn all that you can. And
I get to
decide
join a
which of the two
cult.
groups would
Hell yeah.
be of superior strategic value.
I will speak to the emissaries. For 100 experience. Perfect.
The one you call Ulgrim
Propofol
has
does
asked
have that
to
effect on
speak
people.
with the Order of Death's Vigil, so I have come before you.
I have come to represent Kaiman's Chosen, as the one you call Ulgrim has requested.
I wonder why you've brought this necromancer here as well. What equipment do you offer? Physical fire and lightning will fit right in. Well, I'm physical and piercing, so I don't know about that.
The one you call Ulgrim has asked us.
Cold vitality and minions. Okay, well,
I have come to represent Kaiman's Chosen, as the one you call Ulgrim has requested.
let's do this. I've made my decision. The Black Legion will work with you. I will seek out your enclave. Let's go! You do all the ultrasound guided procedures? Oh, so you do IVs and stuff with it too, and the fast scans. That's a useful thing to do. Do you do any echoes? Oh, you do. You said TED. Yeah, point of care echoes are super useful. To discount IR. I mean, it kind of is. But those are all really useful things to be able to do. Like, somebody who's struggling in PACU and, like, can't breathe or whatever, and you can't figure out why, do an echo. That's super easy Takes 5 minutes. We have IR at home. It's an anesthesiologist. Surprise. That's awesome. IR is a pretty sweet gig too, though. But they're kind of finding that you know, there's very high incidence of like arthritis and, you know, just badness from chronic radiation exposure. Need more practice with the Echo, yeah. But you'll get it. I mean, I think that's in PACU anymore. That's a pretty common thing to have access to. So assuming that you guys have a PACU rotation, which you probably will, you'll get plenty of experience with that. And that's one thing that you can just like do, you know, even if you're kind of like iffy on whether somebody actually needs it or not, just do it. You know, anybody that has like a decreased EF or something, just go and do an Echo on them. Why not? Like while they're waking up, just kind of look at their heart. Don't have to charge them for it if you don't want to, though you probably should. But yeah, just kind of being able to handle an ultrasound and sort of understand what different types of structures look like is pretty useful in my opinion. I remember I had, so I worked with a ED intern when I was a senior in the ICU, and they did, like, he'd had several ultrasound rotations, and so I'd call him in to, you know, if somebody had like heart issues and they were struggling, I was like, okay, is this patient like, you know, are they in florid heart failure? Are they volume overloaded? Like, what's going on? So like, let's look at their vasculature. Let me know, you know, like, do they need a fluid bolus or do they need fluid off? Oh, you guys, you don't have to be mean to me just because I chose the other guys. This is it. We transitioned into smooth jazz, apparently. That is interesting. Is this still stream beats? Yeah, pudding. Okay. Gonna ask what you pay IR so much for, dude. Sometimes I wonder. Sometimes I wonder. Oh yeah, these guys are friendly. Forgot about that. Yeah, our IR is like, they're masters at not coming in when called in. Like, they're on call and they're just like, no, I'm not coming in for that. Like, can you do that? Yeah, they do way cooler shit than central lines, especially the like neuro-interventional guys. The ones who do like the aneurysm coiling and stuff. That's pretty sweet. Kind of excruciating because it takes forever, but pretty cool. What must I do? You can recover the seals and bring them to me. Alright. I guess I'll do that.
I'll give you a good price.
Let's sell shit. Rift Torn Greaves. Man, I really want the Aether Resist, but bummer. Anesthesia's the do you have McDonald's money of IR? Yeah, kinda is. But I am happy to hear that your intern year has some useful months in it, because mine really didn't. I would say I learned anything at all from maybe 2 of my months, like my ICU month and my renal consults month. And I guess my renal inpatient month was pretty good too. That was my first rotation of residency at all. Pulsing Shard of the Abomination, huh? Seems pretty cool. There are some not useful months too. I bet there are. Bet there are. Yeah, they can't just let you do residency and not get some ridiculous grunt work out of you. You gotta be the hospital's bitch to some degree. 40, okay. Keep those over there. 'Cause I want that. Floors are note monkey. Yeah. Yeah, floor rotations are not useful to you at all. Like, my straight-up internal medicine month was just absolutely useless. Oh, that's quite nice. Chaos, Elirez. Still with some Pierce. Okay, I lose some offensive ability. But I gain a lot of resistances. I lose the lightning damage thing, but I don't really have any buffs for lightning damage. Slowly managing DKA isn't useful. No, it is not. Especially when you talk about a whole bunch of, like, random nonsense in the process. The, like, freaking mental back and forth that takes place in medicine is very frustrating to me. I mean, I get that, you know, you want to evaluate your patient for everything possible, and it's cool, like, knowing a whole bunch of different stuff and really covering all your bases, but sometimes you just don't need to do that. And by sometimes, I mean probably most of the time. You don't need to do that. Man, I have like nothing in those. I guess I probably ought to put that on just to... So that takes away my fire, but maxes out my lightning and cold. For 5 more chaos rows. Is that worth it? Doesn't change my pierce. I don't know about that. I think I might just sell that. Requires 39. What do these require? 40? Of course. Of course they do. More talky, less dewy. Yeah, absolutely true. Yeah, this doesn't fit my personality well. Yeah, it doesn't mine either. I definitely wanted like get in there and start fixing shit, you know.
See anything you like?
It's very difficult for me to just like stand there and endlessly talk about patients. And I was unfortunately exposed to some very long-winded attendings in my time. I am not set up for that, man. It does not go well. Seems pretty good. So I'll keep that around. Anesthesia sedating patients to handle medicine shit. I mean, that's pretty much what happens, honestly. Like, anytime we're consulted to handle pretty much anything, we're like, okay, yeah, we'll do that central line that you can't do after we sedate this patient. Or, we'll take them to the operating room so somebody else can figure it out while they're under general anesthesia. Yay. What about the other scouts? Lucky ones died during the fight. What's beyond the rift? What else is out there? Thanks for the info. Yeah, I was always kind of like very proactive when rounding. I'd always have a a cow with me and be writing my notes and all sorts of stuff and like be done with all my work. Or everyone else would kind of be like taking notes and listening in rounds and stuff. I'm like, nah, man, I'm gonna write all my notes and be done with this crap because I'm not gonna wait until we're done rounding at like frickin' 4 o'clock. It takes 8 hours to see 16 patients. Why? Why does it take so long to see these patients? especially since most of them, at least while I was on service, just like they don't really change day to day. You know, maybe when they first come in, they deserve a half an hour, but you know, after you kind of get their initial workup in progress, you're just spinning your wheels, man. Would I say Gas is a better gig than Durham? They're very different. I think it's honestly pretty hard to compare. Durham definitely has better lifestyle potential. It basically has better upside in all areas, to be perfectly honest. Like, more income, better lifestyle, easier patients, fewer emergencies, less call. I mean, basically by every measurable standard, Durham is just a straight-up better specialty. But anesthesia does, like, it... So this is going to sound, like, really self-righteous, but it's basically just more important. Like, dermatology is mostly cosmetic. You don't, you know, deal with emergencies. You don't deal with, like, life and death situations basically ever. You know, you're not really doing stuff unless you're, like, a Mohs surgeon, which is also a good gig. I'm canceling the surgery. This patient needs dialysis. Shut the fuck, I'll deal with it. Yes, pretty much. Pretty much. But yeah, Durham kind of wins in all categories, honestly. Again, by any objective standard, I mean, your income potential is way higher, and you can do it, you know, working 8-hour days. But yeah, if you want to, like, actually be actively making a huge difference, anesthesia is pretty tough to beat, man. It's like, the entire hospital relies on you to, like, be the end game for the stuff, like, pretty much everything. You know, like, you're unfortunately the expert on determining patients' readiness for surgery. You're the, like, small procedure expert. You know, you place lines and draw labs and do all that sort of stuff. You know, you're the best critical care medicine doc in the hospital. What can you fake an interest in? Eyes, skin, boobs. Yeah, pretty much. See you in Homestead. Teleport your ass out. Oh no! The Black Legion is being picked off. So yeah, if you want to be, like, really hands-on and really active, then anesthesia's tough to beat. But if you prefer to just kind of, you know, do your own thing and make an awesome living, Durham, dude, and you, like, you know, enjoy Durham enough to do it, then go for it. But yeah, they're very, very different specialties. I am happy with my choice for one. Redown, dude. Why would you ever get rid of this? I've heard the new season of Diablo 4 is really good. Actually, like, made a lot of pretty crucial improvements. I think they've lost me as a customer for quite a while though. They've got a long way to come back. Like, I really, really enjoyed Diablo 4's story. Like, the campaign was great. Super cool. Very, very entertaining. But, like, the end game is just trash. I can't get into it. But yeah, I've heard that that's improving steadily. I think Grim Dawn is a killer bang for your buck. I was looking at that at the very beginning of the stream, and it's like $60, I think, for all the expansions and the core game. I don't know if realistically it would actually even be that much if you waited. I mean, I'm sure you can wait for it to go on sale. It's an old ass game. So the Steam winter sale's probably coming. It's like right around the corner. don't already own it, then get it then. Ditched your gaming setup? Oh no! That sucks. That's sad times, man. Sacrifices of residency. Claims another gamer.
I can't do that yet.
Where's the freaking body? Damn it. Oh, there it is. Whoop. Alright, let's kill that. Oh my god. That's a big dude. Holy shit, holy shit! Alright, you guys die. Ooh, got a level. The baby having a room was more important. Yeah, freaking babies, man. Babies just ruin everything. Gaming, free time. Got all the need for speed games. Spiders Remastered Division 2 Ultimate Edition on Steam Black Friday for 80 bucks. Wow. Yeah, those Steam sales are so good, man. I've spent an unbelievable amount. Well, you know, actually, I probably haven't spent that much money on stuff on sale on Steam. But I have tons of games, dozens of games that I haven't played. Let's see. Yeah, I mean, I probably haven't played over half of these. Or have played minimally. Life is pain. Alright, I gotta hop in that rift real quick, I guess. I haven't bought Steam games since 2016, really? Why not? Steam has awesome games, dude. DLC for Crosscode and Monster Hunter Rise? Yeah. Hell yeah. Lost PC in a fire and then pre-med. Oh yeah, you told that sad story earlier. That's very disturbing, man. Stupid fires. Alright, I feel like I should probably max out my night played, finally. It's been a long time coming. So I've got dual blades rocking, Ring of Steel. Yeah, I guess execution will be my next go. Might like crosscode? Okay. What is it? I feel like I've heard that before. Oh, that does look pretty cool. Interesting. 2D action RPG. Okay. It's sort of, it reminds me of the Phantasy Star games for the Genesis. But obviously those were a little less polished. Because they're like 35 years old at this point. Yeah, that's pretty cool, man. I can get down with that. 20 bucks. Not bad. Nope, my raid people alarm. Yeah, I played all the Phantasy Star games. Those were good games. Very interesting, like, blend of medieval times and space. I think that was really the first series that ever explored that, like, in a video game series. Goes on sale for less. Yeah, I'm sure. I never buy anything on Steam that's not for sale, unless it's like a, you know, blockbuster title that I'm gonna buy anyway. Restore. Cleanse that shit. Alright. do some devotionals here. Ooh, I get to finish the scythe. Nice. So that actually means that I can respec the eel. The price of the legions justified for the specs, huh? I don't know much about the Legion Go, honestly. I feel like I should have a better understanding of these mobile gaming platforms. I just got my kid a Switch, by the way. That's his Christmas present, so hopefully that works out. But we will see. Alright, so I got that. I guess my next go is this? Is that a good idea? Or do I want that? I guess I probably ought to do the assassin. 1, 2, 3, 5. Yeah, I'll unlock that skill. Okay, cool. It's like a Switch, but it runs Windows. Yeah, that is a strong selling point. Where was that rift? Down here somewhere, wasn't it? Linux on the Stream Deck? Really? Man, I don't have the savvy for that, I don't believe. Linux is like, that's scary shit to me. I don't know what the hell's going on. Smarter than I am, my man. Smarter than I am. Oh, there he is. Give me that insignia. But really what I want is that rift that I ran by. I know you're down here somewhere, Rift. Wow, those are pretty good specs. Controllers turns into a full mouse. Alright. Fancy. Gaming PC's not a Linux media server. Ooh. Stuffed in the closet without a monitor, huh? That's kind of cool. Yeah, I like the accessibility options there. Like, streaming services have really changed shit up for me. It's so nice to just have everything on demand and ignore commercials. But my kid gets super mad when he has to watch commercials. It's kind of funny. Like, dude, this is how it used to be, like, 5 years ago, you know? It's not even like, back in my day. This is, like, very recent history. Where's the rift? Where's the fucking rift? Get about 2.5 hours of battery life out of it? That's pretty good. No, that's not what I wanted to do. What's up, dudes? That's how you are with YouTube every time ad blocker stops working. Yeah. No, he's so mad. He's like, why do we have to watch these commercials? Like, throws a tantrum, basically, every time. Like, damn, dude. Settle down. One Transformer episode had 15 minutes. Yeah, seriously, dude. Yeah, all those, like, old 80s shows, it was, like, literally half commercials. There's that rift. Here, open a portal there. That took me long enough to find, damn it. And I mean, I admit that I have gotten spoiled on that front as well. Like, anything that I actually want to watch, I will record and then, like, watch later and just fast forward through all the bullshit. It sucks when it's on Hulu though, because Hulu like forces you to watch ads. Unless you have the like super premium ultra special package or whatever. Yeah, and honestly, like, so I sort of agree with you about the ads thing. Like, targeted ads, as discussed previously, like that's the reason I have a game table. I didn't even know that shit existed. So it's at least a little bit more interesting these days. It's not just like, you know, watching weird spam for cleaning products and, you know, health insurance and shit, life insurance. Ow! Pirate so much you don't get ads. That's a good way to do it. It does solve the problem. Oh god. Oh, must run. There's so much shit surrounding me and my chaos resist is bad. Fuck, fuck, fuck. There we go. Damn, life is tough for a tank, dude. Definitely need to work on my resistances. Block all the ads on your network so you only get them when you're out of the house. That's a great idea. I need to figure out how to do that. Like, I have a smart TV, which I think is probably a mistake, because I feel like it's just updating all the time, and I'm probably gonna get, like, it'll just, like, bloat itself into uselessness over a few years. So, I'm not super thrilled with that decision, but, yeah, just gonna leave it. I don't know, maybe I'll figure out a way to, like, factory reset it or something, but that sounds like a pain in the ass, because then I gotta download all my, apps and stuff again. What am I here for? Clear out driver's wheel. Phonic seals and Bible, that's what. Let's see. That's not what I wanted. Cultists known to be using special seals of binding. Bring him to Alluvius. Great. Pi hole. You can run it off Raspberry Pi? Oh, okay. Yeah, so I'm gonna probably need to get a different computer for streaming board games. So I may use that as like a teaching experience for him. It'll be teaching experience for me too, because I honestly don't know a whole lot about you know, weird programming stuff. Route through proxy that blocks ads. Okay. Sounds good. I am pretty sure I can figure out how to do that. Come on. Die, fools. Sitting here hacking away. Give me the goodies. I don't know if I want to fight that giant crowd. Man, I definitely need some more area of effect on this guy. And crowd control of other fashions. Went down the Linux rabbit hole. It sounds that way. I mean, I know I could figure out how to do all that stuff, but I am so short on free time right now, and I know if you feel the pain with a kid and residency, that's not fun either. Ashen wastes. No gaming on Linux, really? Are there the things that are compatible with Linux few and far between, I guess? I've never really paid attention to it, to be honest.
I can't do that yet.
Have to choose between free time and sleep. Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm doing right now. I am choosing free time. Maybe we just learn the like spit doesn't game. I see. I understand. Oh no! I wasn't paying attention. I was reading. Shit. Wow. Alright, well, speaking of sleep, I should probably get some. Maybe I should go raid somebody. Should I raid somebody? I haven't done that for a long time. Let's see. Who, pray tell, is streaming this?
I like these cops. Fro went from an acorn to acorn on a beach.
I hate Twitch.
At a UFO and a small crab.
Here, we'll go raid Aaron.
When we said we'd make the skies bluer, some said keep dreaming. So we did, lowering emissions on the road to zero. Now,
There
we're
we
working
go.
on an EV that has
One viewer.
wheels. And someday, we'll turn your old Honda into your
Well, have a
brand
good
new
one, guys. Take it easy. See you
Because
soon.
we are a company of dreamers, setting out to be carbon neutral by 2050. So, no matter where we go, we're gonna keep dreaming.
Basically, physical is going to be your life. Cunning will give you better hits and damage, so those two are kind of like what you want to focus on. And for spirit, generally people use it just to gear up.
Yeah,
because you know when you put
gear, right?
Yeah, you know as you level up the bottom bar on your character screen,
Unless
that
you're
gives
a
you
cast.
stats. So you generally just want to focus on the ones that are made, and for you, a little bit of spirit just to keep your